Describe AutHer Awards in few words.
Well, I think that, the idea of giving a special award for women, I must say that I had my reservations about it because I think that, women authors are just authors and not women authors. But, once I sort of started reading all the books and looking at it from that lens, I thought that it is an interesting way to see the challenges and the kind of maybe actually look at the kind of perhaps the differences between the way kind of different people of different gender might approach books. So it was, I think, a very interesting sort of experience. And I was really impressed by the range of books that I had to read.
Describe one quality that every author who every book must have.
Oh, I think thoughtfulness to me. Because if you're not thoughtful, then I don't know if you should be a writer of books, because if you have to have certain amount of depth, and that's certainly something I look for.
And which one book you would want to recommend and why?
Well, so one of my favorite non-fiction authors, who also was a sort of journalist and a writer, is Gay Talese. He's an American writer, fairly elderly now, but just wonderful writing. And I think the book, he's written many books, but the book I would recommend would be A Writer's Life, because it gives you both his sort of a way of writing and approaching his style, but also the idea of writers disconnect with society sometimes, because times change and writers are suddenly out of place. And so I think that it's a beautiful and very beautiful book to read.
One message for aspiring authors who are looking up to author in future.
Read a lot, write a lot and throw away a lot of what you write. Be prepared to really, really give yourself to writing. It's not easy, it's worth it, but it really does require commitment and dedication.
And one last question. What is different in the entries of season 7 from the other seasons of AutHer Awards?
What I like in a book, I think if I was sort of approaching judging a book of non-fiction, then I think it's ambition, for sure. I look for challenge, not easy subjects, not things that are the scope. And I've been extremely impressed, by the range, by the kind of different subjects and very different approaches, but certainly the kind of level of ambition that the authors have sort of, grabbed and sort of run with.